Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar session, where today we're going to be mixing things up a bit and we're going to head over to the Seychelles, which we haven't actually done a webinar on for quite a while now. So it's really, really exciting, and we had a big interest rate on our session today, which is going to be covering Alphonse Island in the Seychelles. And we've got Cynthia joining us from the representation company, and she'll be chatting us through the property, and also talking about an exciting incentive which is going to be running this next year. And also, if you have any questions, then just feel free to write them in the question box, and I'll ask them to Cynthia at the end. If you're having any troubles hearing or seeing the videos or the screen, then just let me know, and we can try and fix that. But yeah, without further ado, I will hand over to you now, Cynthia, to chat about Alphonse.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for taking time to learn a bit about Blue Safari and Alphonse. As you know, yeah, I represent the Blue Safari in the UK market, so I'll be your main contact for all the additional information you will need. So I will, I will crack on and share you my screen now. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so Blue Safari is actually our company name. Why are we called Blue Safari? It's because we offer a completely different experience of the islands of Seychelles, and I think something also different from the different island in the Indian Ocean. We are called Blue Safari because we offer a unique experience. It's exactly like a safari experience where you will discover different animals and fauna and birds in their natural habitat. And it's a discovery of the outer island of the Seychelles. Instead of discovering the savannah safari, you're actually discovering the different island and atoll and what we have to offer. So our first island I'm going to talk to you about is Alphonse, and Alphonse is, I would say, our main island. Alphonse is open all year round, and it's 1 hour away plane transfer from Mahe. So I will show you a little video for you to have a little glimpse of what we offer on Alphonse and on Blue Safari in general. So as you can see, these are very, I'm sorry, the audio is not working, but I will send you a copy of this video, and it's a beautiful audio that gives you more information about the different activities that we offer. As you can see, all these islands are very remote islands of Seychelles. They have very little human interaction, and we have an abundance of I would say, unique, I would say, fauna around. And you can see we have Alphonse, which is our main island, and next to it you will have Saint Francois and also Bijoutier, which is 2 other little islands where we do our excursion from. From Saint Francois, it's a really nice mangrove forest where you can actually see different nursery. You have little lemon shark going around, you have ray crabs, and so you can see it's all about exploration. And we also have our famous flat lunch. Diving is also one of the key, I would say, key experience in these islands. Snorkeling can also be another experience. We only not also do snorkeling with the reefs, but you can actually snorkel with manta ray, with also sailfish. And they have unique, I would say, it's not only about the sea, but also about the birds, the tortoises, so quite a lot of things to discover. We'll see in a minute, we're also very, very prone on sustainability. And in a minute, you will see the size of our vegetable garden. We actually have a 2 hectare of vegetable garden. and our objective is to serve the freshest food. So it's from the source to your plate. So a 4-bedroom villa. It's all about experiences, and that's what we are all about. So the main island, Alphonse itself, as you can see in the middle, you have the runway, but the hotel is only on the left-hand side here on your screen. And as I mentioned to you, we have Alphonse, and then we have actually different smaller islands around Alphonse itself. We have Bijoutier, we have Saint Francois, and we have a beautiful flat, what we call the flats, where you have the sandbank and the water coming in. And we organize different excursions to these areas. So the hotel itself, we have 22 beach bungalow. As you can see, it's very, very spacious, the space between the beach bungalow. And you will also notice it's quite very warm. We don't actually touch much of the front because we have a big population of sea turtle that live in the area, and this is where they actually nest. And the room itself are very spacious. They are all, they have direct access to the beach. And this is our traditional room, what we call our bungalow. As you can see, it's very traditional. You know, you are actually in the Seychelles. The room itself is quite spacious. We can have 2 adults and 1 child in this room. So it's elevated. You have a very nice terrace. You can watch the sunset from some of your rooms. And you have a bath, and then you also have an outside shower. And we've just introduced Wi-Fi in the room now, but it's mostly for you to check. You can check the email or send a text via WhatsApp, but we also encourage people to actually unwind. So there's no big internet, I would say, capability to go on social media and do lots of work and download work and things like that. I think that is key for our guests to relax while they are on holiday. There's no also TV in the room. We also have 1 beach villa. This villa was just renovated in November last year. As you can see, again, very spacious. They have a plunge pool. It's 126 meters square. So in this room, we can accommodate 2 adults and 2 children. They're very spacious, direct access to the beach. And again, you can see the garden around you is quite massive. And it's got this beautiful bathroom and also an outside shower. And then we have our 4-bedroom villa. These villas are very spacious. It's 4 double bedroom. Each bedroom ensuite have their own ensuite and their own terrace. And they also have a common area where we have a living room, a sitting room, and a swimming pool. So it's very spacious, around 600 meters square. And if you want to maximize this room, you can have up to 8 adults and 4 children. These are brilliant for big families, family with teenager, or extended family traveling together, or group of friends even. These are the common area. We've just renovated our pool area, and you can see it's we have a very nice beach just in front. And again, it's all about community in Alphonse. We have the bar in the evening, which is quite interesting. So everybody gather at the bar at around 6 o'clock-ish. It's a very relaxing atmosphere where the waiter will know your name, and then they will share activity that's happened throughout the day. So if someone have catch a fish, or they've done something quite interesting, snorkel with a sailfish. So we share this information, they ring the bell and have a shot, and people really like this interaction with other guests in the evening. And we only had less than 30 rooms. So as you can see, it's very intimate and very personalized service. We also have different, so we have the main restaurant, which is the Bisuche, which is on the main, by the pool, just on the main area. And we also have different setting throughout your stay. So on one of the nights, we will do what we call our sun diner. So you can see the picture on the right hand side there. This is where we take all our guests on the sunset part of the island. We have a very nice setting and they can have dinner on the beach there. And we also offer you free alcoholic drink throughout, beginning of the evening. And this is quite interesting because all the hotel is actually booked on full board. This is the meal that we have on the island. But as I say, we have evening like that where we offer you drinks, and also on the day of arrival. We also have something quite unique. Once a week, we have what we call a flat lunch. And this is the flat lunch. So we actually take you out on the flat, and there's a buffet spread there. You go there by boat, and this is actually included in your full board basis. And you will also have free alcoholic drink during that excursion. As you can see, it's quite a spectacular setting. These are the different activities that you can do around Alphonse. So kayaking is quite amazing. As I mentioned to you, we have a big population of sea turtle. You can see them popping their head all the way while you do kayaking around Alphonse. We also have Saint Francois, which is next to us. We go there by boat, and it's quite a unique setting. It's a mangrove forest where you have little lemon shark, rays, and a very big population of white ruby birds, which is quite unique to the area. And then you have Bijoutier also island. So there's different things that you can do. Guests can go on excursion, or they can also go on private picnic on some of these amazing islands. These are the other activities. As I say, you can do private picnic on the beach, snorkeling. Each of our guests will receive a bicycle upon arrival. And as you can see in the video, I show you the size of our garden. It's very, very key. One of our key, I would say, selling point is we want you to eat the freshest food that we can actually get at the table. So your fish is whatever you will find in the lagoon and whatever you will find within our waters. So you won't have lobster, you won't have prawn on the menu, because this is not what we can fish in the lagoon. The vegetable is actually just in our vegetable garden. It's a massive garden, it's 2 hectares. So it not only feeds our guests, but also the staff and the outer islands too. And this is very, very key for us as part of our conservation and sustainability program. We also have a spa where you can have a massage treatment. We have yoga classes. We have free yoga classes every day. And if you want private one, this can organize with a fee. You can also do a cooking experience. And now we just introduced a cooking facilities next to the garden, so you can book that as a cooking experience just by the garden, which is quite nice. As I say, unique experience is actually, this one is very unique to us. We offer this excursion where you can actually snorkel next to a sailfish. Believe me or not, I actually did it, and I'm afraid of deep sea. But these people, they're so professional, and they got me all excited about it, and I didn't think twice and jump in the water. But this is one of a lifetime, I would say, experience that you guys can enjoy with us. Again, the diving is spectacular, and some part of the island you can actually have live coral. We are also very well known. This is how we actually started Alphonse, is with our fly fishing and fishing experience. we have a whole team there. So people who likes to do fly fishing or going on fishing trip, we offer the best in Seychelles, and I would say the best in the Indian Ocean. A very professional team, and they have all the equipment. We have skipper that go with them. They can fish on the flats or in the deep sea, depending on whatever the guests would like. And what is included, I think it's very important when you book, Alphonse, is to have all the actual activity that are included. So you'll have our guided cycle tour. We also have the Island Conservation Society based on the hotel itself. They are on the other side, so we have a lot of conservation walks, bird watching, even watching the birds in their habitat at night, so lots of activity around there. And the normal thing you will find in any property, which would be snooker table tennis. We also have a tennis court, snorkeling equipment, kayak, paddling board, all of that equipment we lend you free of charge. We have the complimentary sundowner, as I say, it's drinks at sunset plus your dinner. We have the flat lunch, which is where we bring the lunch on the flats for you to enjoy. That will include the food, but also cold beverage and alcoholic drink. Guided snorkeling, non-motorized one, is included in your activity. And we also have reef flats expedition, which is very interesting, and yoga classes. So included in the rate will always be free meals. So you are always on full board. We also have the flight included to and from Alphonse, and then all the room amenities. We have soft drink that we offer during all activities, different excursions. Some of the excursions are actually complimentary. As I say, snorkeling equipment, fly fishing rod and reel rental. We also offer that free of charge. And then you also have the VAT and public Wi-Fi. So that will be mainly Alphonse, and this is your, I would say, main island that you will sell the most and have most inquiry. Now, if your guests want something, I would say, more unique, they want to go to the best diving site where the wall of the Indian Ocean is a very famous wall, or explore other area that they haven't done before, then you can actually advise them to go to Astove and Cosmolido. Astove is nearly 1.5 hours away from Alphonse. So it's 2.5 hours away from Mahe. It's one of the most remote atoll. And this is Astove. As you can see, it's a very nice, it's a big atoll. And again, you have the lagoon that go in and out, which is quite spectacular. And these are the scenery that you can see in Astove. As I say, it's brilliant to explore. And diving there is spectacular. If people are very keen on diving, this is the place to be. As I mentioned, you have the wall, which is the famous wall. This is where Commander Cousteau did a lot of his actually dive there. So this is very, I would say, high up on any big divers list of places to dive. And the accommodation, as you can see, it's very little. So we only have 6 rooms, which make it even more, I would say, special. So there's 6 rooms. This used to be a coconut plantation, and the building that you can see here was the main house, and we kept it as it is. So we didn't bring any more construction on the island. As I say, there's only 6 rooms, and if you go to Astove, the room, I would say, is quite basic, but they're all en suite. There's all the facilities that you need in them. But where you go there is to actually for the spectacular view and everything that it has to offer. But it also gives you this very intimate, I would say, resort where there's only 6 rooms. And imagine if a group of friends or a group of family traveling together with 6 rooms, you actually have an island buyout without actually paying extra for the buyout. Now, Cosmolido is one of the most remote islands you can ever stay in the Seychelles. So it's 1 hour away by boat from Astove. And the uniqueness about Cosmolido, it's our accommodation. So you can see it's a converted ship container. So it's quite unique setting, and you can just open it. You have your balcony and you have all the facilities in there. So you have your shower, you have a toilet, and it's still quite spacious. It's 38 square meters. Why do we have this type of accommodation? Because it's one of the most eco-friendly type of accommodation. But also, if one day we don't manage this remote island, who have very little human interaction, we can actually pack everything up and just take everything away and leave it back as nature intended. This is the restaurant. Again, it's a tent, as you can see. This gives you a very good vibe. I think a lot of people that done safari will actually find that it's quite a similar setting for the restaurant here. And then you have the Admiralty Island. These islands, you can actually do them by boat. We also have our own boat fleet. You can rent from a catamaran to a boat to a yacht, and all of that can be organized with us. Just to tell you about the conservation, we are engaged in a lot of conservation projects. We actually have over the years, we've done a lot of international projects with different organizations. All our guests has to actually pay towards the conservation, which is compulsory. And then, as you can see, the conservation is at the heart of Alphonse. So we work on a lot of projects on conservation for the animals, but also everything we do must be, I would say, in tune with nature. And about 90% of our electricity is now generated by solar panel. So I think this is very, very key for us. As far as conservation and protection is concerned. Additional information, just to tell you, the inter-island charter flight, you can only take 15 kilo for your suitcase and 5 kilo carry-on luggage. If your guest is actually staying or in different parts of Seychelles and they have extra luggage, or they're coming from Africa or from safari, we can actually keep their luggage for you in Mahe, and then you can take whatever you need for the island. We also offer free laundry services if you're spending more than 7 nights with us. And it's very important whenever you have your medical insurance to make sure that your client is fully insured, and that on their medical insurance, there's a clause that says from scene of accident, Medivac insurance. That is very key because you are actually in the outer island of the Seychelles. And then, as I say, we don't have mobile signal, but we have Wi-Fi in the bar and in the room. And all our guests, as I said, has to contribute towards our conservation, conservation, which is about $35 per person per night. And a few more pictures. As I say, it's very unique, it's wild, it's untouched, and it's all about the experience. I would say the island is very good for honeymooners and couple if they want that remote location but still want to do lots of stuff during their honeymoon. Also for family, it's absolutely brilliant, and teenager, because there's so many things to explore. We also offer free some activity for the kids, but the kids club is chargeable because it go all the way to the night, so people can actually have dinner without and our team will look after them until you finish your dinner. And yeah, we also there's also, if kids want to do diving, we have diving in very, very knowledgeable diver instructor at the resort itself, and the children can take the diving course at the resort. Yeah, do you have any question?
Thanks so much, Cynthia. Yes, we do have one question from someone, which is, which period is the best to do fly fishing?
Fly fishing is all year round, because we go to the flat. So even if it get a bit choppier during our winter, our low season, which is May up to October, you're not going outside the lagoon that much, so you can still do your fly fishing. So fly fishing is all year round.
Okay.
I will also share, whoever attended, we can share the information, but I also have what we call a season sheet, where it will give you all the different activities that you can do throughout the low season and high season, and what kind of fish and experience you can see throughout all the season. That is quite a handy information to have.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. I can include that in the follow-up newsletter with the recording. And we do have one more question. So it's a very hard question to ask. How much is a week for 2 adults? I mean, would you, in low season, what's the starting kind of
I would
selling rate?
It will be around $8,000 per person for a week, and that will include your flight and full board.
Okay. Is that US dollars?
Yes, US dollars.
Okay.
So, and when you look at the rate and you look where you are and the facilities that you get and the personalized service and your flight, I would say it offers extremely good value for what it is. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And someone's asked, the 3 meals that are included, does it also include drinks?
No, so it will be, you will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It does not include any drinks, but you will have water, of course, but it does not include any drink. But as I mentioned to you, whenever when they arrive, like on a Saturday, we have what we call our welcome drinks. So they will get like little hot starter and some drinks for a welcome cocktail. And then when we do the sun diner, which is once a week again at the sunset time, you'll also have drinks there and with a starter, so for guests to mingle, that will last for about an hour, where you can actually have drinks, have a chat, and we will offer you free alcoholic drink during that time. And when you go on the flat, you also can have your lunch and free alcoholic drink. So as you can see, you can actually have alcoholic drink throughout in a few occasions, depending on the activities.
Okay, wonderful. And what other additional paid activities and excursions are available? I mean, so it might just be, sorry, you go ahead.
Long list, yeah, but you have the Saint Francois, which is very popular. It's the natural walk at Saint Francois Island. You also have what we call our Blue Safari experience, where you take the boat for about 2 hours to 3 hours, and then you go and see the dolphin, which is spectacular. And then you can also, as I say, snorkeling with the sailfish. This is very popular too. Manta ray. And you also can do different activity if you want. If you want to just go on a picnic by yourself, you just advise us, we prepare your little picnic, and then you take your bicycle and you go. But if you want to organize something more spectacular, romantic, we can do a full setup for you on that. And then you have the different snorkeling trip that we offer, which is with a supplement. And the good thing, if you pre-book some of the activity, you actually get commission on it, which is quite nice.
Oh, that's really good. Great. I think that's all the questions that we've got. I would
like to advise the launching of our incentive. So whoever book now any of the Blue Safari, especially Alphonse, so whoever book us from, it will start from the 1st of December all the way till the end of March will enter a prize draw. So one booking, you have one entry, two booking, two entries. So the more booking you have, the more chance you have. And the price is actually quite nice. It's 7 nights stay on full board, including the domestic flight, staying on Alphonse. So as you can imagine, it's more or less around $16,000 worth of prize. So I think it's quite a good one, because we also want you to experience what we have to offer, because it's quite a unique, I would say, unique product. So good luck, everybody.
Amazing. Very, very good incentive. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Yeah, so whenever you guys send a booking through to us, we'll make sure that we flag it up to the team and advise who you are, so you can go into the prize draw for that. And we have one more question just at the very end. So when is the best time to see whales, and are turtles year round?
So I would say for the whales, let me get my season 1 for you straight away. That will be more, give you that information straight away. Season. Just bear with me 2 minutes. Okay. So actually I can you see my screen?
Yep.
So you can see now the difference. So you have the southeast. So what was the question? Was it whales?
Whales and turtles.
So if you look at diving and snorkeling, so you will have that during our October and visibility fly fishing.
Yeah, so it looks like
No, it's
June to September is a high chance of seeing whales.
Yes, June to September, which is our low season. But there's more chance of seeing the humpback whales, and so it's actually most June up to September. But sea turtle is all year round, because as I said, they are around the island all the time.
Yeah, perfect. That's wonderful. That actually might be a really useful sheet to also send out. If
Yes.
we're able to have that as well, that would be great. Thanks, Cynthia. Wonderful. Well, I don't think there's any more questions, but thank you so much for joining us today and talking about all the beautiful properties and islands. Thomas actually was there, I think it was last year or the year before, and he just thought it was the most amazing place he's ever been to. So it's definitely something to try and push, and a really amazing sort of adventure place for people to go to. So hopefully we get some good inquiries, especially with that amazing incentive.
Yes, let's hope we're gonna get, as I said, any client that you will stand there, I can guarantee the experience, they will come back and be blown away. And that's the reaction we have for everybody that's been there. And we also have a very, very high repeated guests. So they really feel very, very special. So yeah, can't wait to hear about it, and I'll encourage you, whenever you have guests going, just send me a little note. I'll be happy to put a little note in their room, like a welcome note, to make sure that they know you've sent them to a place where we know you. So I'll be happy, more than happy to do that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Cynthia. And thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. And we'll hope to see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.